Hey everybody, it's Jay the Haitian Mogul here. As you can see, I'm at work today. I'm on my break, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a little video for y'all. Um, this video is gonna be about Craigslist again. I mean, I guess we can't really say too much about Craigslist because it is helping people out with working from home and whatever. If they're not working from home, it's basically on their businesses altogether. And I still get a lot of people hitting me up about my free script. So if you still haven't received yours, just make sure that you like and share and subscribe to my channel now. A lot of you have liked and shared the video or liked and commented and didn't subscribe. So I really need y'all to subscribe to my channel. Let me know that you did so and shoot me an email at thehaitianmogul@gmail.com. All the information is going to be at the bottom. So you guys can check that out. And also hit me up and let me know if you have any questions on how to use them. Now, with this video, what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to tell you guys what you're not supposed to do when it comes to posting ads on Craigslist. I get a lot of people asking me questions because a lot of people want to copy and paste the ads that I send them, which is up to you. Like I said, that's your prerogative if you decide to do that. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to force you not to, but be careful when you do so because if it gets flagged, I don't want you to come back to me and say, hey, all my ads got flagged. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and try to give you guys a little bit of a tip as far as what can help your ads stay up and not get flagged as quickly, especially. As just the other day, I posted up an ad. I had a few ads that I posted up for flyers. A few of them stayed, and one or two got flagged. And all I did was just just repost it again in another city, and I just changed the title, and it stayed up. So it all just really all depends on you have to have patience with it. Craigslist is like, I'm gonna put this. Craigslist is like that relationship that, I don't know. I want to say Craigslist is like that relationship that you have where you're proud of it, but you can't tell everybody about it type shit because it's like, it's just Craigslist is so finicky. It sucks because you get so many people that come and they want to get their ads up and posted, right? So with that being said, what they do is people walking by is what they do is I think she was checking me out, but basically it's kind of hard to let them stick. It's basically what I'm saying, all right? Because of the fact that there's so many people on there who are literally on the Craigslist only to flag people's posts. They even have softwares out there for that. Now, to me, I don't see the purpose of that. I think it's really effing stupid if you ask me, because what does it benefit anybody to do that? You know, if there's so much competition already, I don't need somebody else coming in and purposely flagging on my post. So this is why there's always a way to work around that. I don't even use any softwares for Craigslist. I just do it manually. So whenever I need to post an ad up, I just go to one of my accounts and I post an ad up. Now, for you guys that got like 10 plus accounts and you're posting in those accounts every single day, stop doing that. First of all, I know you got a lot of ads that are flagged, okay? And you're freaking out like you got so many of them that are flagged, or you got to reset your password, or now all of a sudden your account is not keeping you letting you log in or post any ads. I don't have 10 different accounts. I maybe have about 5 or 6, and I posted them sporadically, like so sporadically that I literally was sometimes not even posting one account for a whole month. And when I get back on there and I post again, I have no problems. Granted, of course, it all depends on what types of posts that you put up there as well. Because if you put anything that's about MCA, especially if you're putting that in the title, people are automatically going to see it and flag it. For whatever reason, people don't believe that MCA is a legit company, but people, as I keep telling everybody, the services are real. The benefits are real. People are actually getting paid. If you don't believe me, go check out my videos. I got plenty that will show you exactly how true it is. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about whatever business that you have, and this is how you're going to keep them to stick. So this is what I've seen people that do. That's one of the things you need to stop doing. If you have a bunch of different accounts, don't post in every single account every single day. 2 to 3 ads is the most that you're going to actually be able to post up in each account. And you want to do that. I advise to do that at least at least every other day. I want to at least like to give 1 to 2 days in between before I make another post. That's one account I've been messing around with. I'm trying to see how good the ads are. So if what I'll do is, instead of trying to put up a bunch of them at one time, I'll go on that one account and I'll put one ad up. Then I'll wait 2 days to see if the ad is still up. If it's still up, then I'll go ahead and put another ad up in another city. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can put them all in the same city. But you can't do that in the same day, and definitely not the same, you know what I'm saying, same city in there as far as the same category. That's what I was looking for. So you want to spread them out, and you want to put them in different cities if at all possible. And you also want to make sure that you select the cities that are closest to you. I don't know how Craigslist is finding out about the location, but I'm sure that they are. So if that is the case, and you have tried to putting an ad out in another city away from yours, and it gets flagged, then you kind of know why. And if it doesn't get flagged, then I say roll with it. Okay, if something falls through the cracks and it's benefiting you, take it and run with it. Okay. Because you don't get handouts in any kind of self-employed business at all. So anything that we do is, and especially things that we get, if it's not luck, but some things they just feel like they happen out of pure luck. But it's just because that you've actually been putting your work in. Okay, and sometimes and I'm gonna say it's not lucky again, but something that you did actually worked. Okay, and then at the end of the day, that actually is a self-confidence booster in itself, because now you're like, okay, now you're finally getting understanding of this, so that you make it work for yourself and make it work for you. This video shouldn't be more than 30 minutes, but that's what did I say? That's what was number one is, and that was number two, and it's basically, like I said, spread out the ads. Don't post them up every single day. If you have multiple phone numbers, Craigslist only allows one number to be assigned per account for every 90 days. Now, I know a lot of y'all do not want to sit there and wait for 3 months before you can unpost and use that same number. So I advise you not to even do that. I got another video to use line span numbers. I have people actually, if you need help with that, just hit me up with it. I know it's a little confusing. I'm using the line span. Don't worry, I had issues as well. Even in the video, you'll see that there's a little bit of an issue, but I did get it to work for me. So at the end of the day, the video and the process actually does work. But if you are not in the U.S., 2 missed calls. All right, I'm gonna have to call them back. Why they just won't text me? I'm at work. It's all right. I gotta call them back. This is all business, right? Okay, so so a lot of times, if you're out of the country, like out of the U.S. or Canada, then you're going to have problems trying to use line span. So there is another service that I actually just found out about that somebody else used, and it worked for them, and they're like in Nigeria. So I'm actually going to make that video about how to use it. I don't know how to use it yet, but from what it looks like, it's just you paying for as you need it. And with the Craigslist accounts, you don't need the phone numbers to talk. You just need a minute worth. So it'd be best if it could do the voicemail, just so that way you can either get a text message to come in to verify your account, or so that way you can get an automated call to verify the account, which will happen, like I said, within a minute. So I'll make another video on how to use that for everybody who's outside the U.S. and Canada. And if you are in the U.S. and Canada, just use line span. You know, it's like $1.50, and you can use the number for like 10 days, I think, like that. What else? What else have I noticed? Okay, your titles, okay? The titles that I've noticed, a lot of people have been putting titles. Your title should always capture your customer's attention, no matter what business you are in. If they are not persuaded enough or convinced enough by your title to click on that ad, your title is not working. And you know there's two different parts to it. So you got the title and the body. The body is something totally different. The body, of course, is what's going to give them more details, or a little bit more details, so that they can click on a link or respond to the ad to get even more details. Of course, the title is what's going to get you to click on that link. Sometimes you might not get as many hits. So what I would suggest is, if you have a title that you're using over and over again, and say you're changing the body, and you're like, man, what's going on? I'm changing the body, but the ad is still getting flagged. It's because your title. Okay, if it's not the title, it's because of the body. It's going to be either or both. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of both of them. Take your time when you're writing these things as well, because you don't want to go out there all of a sudden you're just throwing out random titles. That makes no sense. Okay, and you want to make sure that they are still relevant to what it is that you're doing. Now, like I always say, you can always exaggerate, but do not lie. So an exaggeration would be, if I get paid, if I can show somebody how to make $100 per day, or if I am making $100 a day, all right? Now, say some people might not be impressed by that. So what do you want to do? You might say, well, hell, I could show you how to make $700 a week. And all I did was just multiply that by 7 days. And it's still not a lot. You see what I'm saying? So it can still, and then you can still even round that up, $700 to $1,000, right? Because you never know. Now each day can vary. So now this is what you're gonna have to use. You have to use your own mindset on that. Now, if I gave you an ad and it's saying like make $500 to $1,000 or $200 to $500, change those numbers up. Change them up and see what you think. See how it works out for you, okay? And then try to use even a more realistic number, and then see what kind of response that you get. Now, another thing that I'm going to tell you guys, because I know now I'm getting you guys leads. Now, this is the crazy thing about it is everybody that's been using my scripts have been getting leads. Okay, now if you have been getting them flagged and you hit me up and I help you out and they're not flagged anymore, perfect. If you're still getting flagged, just keep hitting me up. I'll help you out as much as I can. I'm busy responding to a lot of y'all's emails, so I try to pick a time of the day to go through and respond to them every day. Sometimes I miss that time and I get distracted or end up too busy working. So in that case, what I would suggest is just continue to hit me up and text me. Okay, my sideline number as of right now only collecting text messages because, like I said, my Metro PCS is giving me a hard time with making phone calls. So in that case, if you're gonna call me direct, call my 800 number 800-882-3038. And if you want to text me, 678-809-8729. Okay, and when those leads come in, okay, this is why you brought that up. When those leads come in, I know a lot of people say, I sent all these information out and they didn't say nothing back, or I got no response. You're not the only one, okay? It happens. But the thing is, you don't want to give up. Like, if you give up, then you're never going to get any leads. So that's if you just stop doing what you just need to do, and then you're automatically going to set yourself up for failure. So keep doing it. If I gave you an ad, or if you copied an ad that I did, or if you watched some of my videos, or even created your own ad based on my videos, and it did get you some leads, guess what? That ad is working, but you have to be patient with it, okay? Let it sit up there for that month. Let it go ahead and expire itself out. As long as it's still up there, just let it sit up there, okay? And then what I would suggest is in that case, if what you also want to do is wait a couple days and then post another one. A similar ad now, but don't post the exact same thing, the exact same title, or the exact same body. Make sure that you post up something that's a similar ad to it. Like I said, change up the title and change up the body. And then see if that one stays up. Now, I said you can do about 2 to 3 per account every other day. And that would at least keep you from getting it flagged as often. If you have more than one account, I would do one account on Monday. I would just give it 24 hours in between. If you're going to do on one account, one separate account by yourselves each day, I would just give them 24 hours in between. And then put 2 or 3 ads, see which ones stay up, which ones don't stay up. And if they don't stay up, then of course you wait a few days, then you post another one up. Now, if you have too many ads that are flagged on one account, chances are Craigslist is basically done blacklisted you. And you're either going to have a hard time getting ads up, or they're always going to be flagged. And you don't want that. So that's why I'm trying to help you guys avoid, because it's difficult getting Craigslist and a Craigslist account to begin with, and then getting multiple ones, and then getting the ads to stay up. So you have a lot that you really have to consider. That's why I want you guys to take your time when you are doing this. You got to think about it as it's the last thing that you will ever do in your life. I don't care if it's only a Craigslist ad. This Craigslist ad could change your life forever. This Craigslist ad could be the one that brings you $1,000 a week. So if you're not sitting down thinking about it, then why do you want everybody else to take their time to worry about it too? So this is going to show you really have to show how important it is to you by how you are writing your ads. And of course, and what you send to them in response. And don't get frustrated if they don't hit you right back. Some people's stuff goes straight to spam. Some people don't even check them at all. Or some people forget. So what you want to do is follow up. And I say follow up till they tell you to stop. Okay, there's nothing wrong with I'm not spamming you if you ask me for information and I'm sending you information. Now, if you have hit me back and said I unsubscribe or I don't want no more information, then you will cease communication with that person. Okay, then if they don't say it, what I would do, I just keep sending them information. And don't send them information like, oh, join MCA, oh, join MCA, oh, pay $40, join MCA. No, you want to send them as what MCA can do for them, what MCA has been doing for you, what MCA has been doing for everybody else. And not just the money aspect, because, MCA is just more about making your thousands of dollars a week. We all want to be like Rodney Walker and make $10,000 a week. We all want to do that. But if we don't start off like that, don't give these people false hope, thinking that they're going to make all this money. So you have to be realistic. Let them see what actually the value is behind Motor Club of America, or whatever kind of product or business that you are working. So, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head because Craigslist it's really simple, but because the flagging is such a problem, that's why it becomes difficult for some people. So it's really forcing you to be creative, and that's why I go ahead and made a video about being creative. Because at the end of the day, if it's your business, you want to be creative. You don't have to know how to draw, and that's not even the whole thing when I say being creative or having creativity. It's just basically thinking outside the box. Okay, don't just doing what everybody else isn't doing. All right, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have any questions, I'm about to get ready to go back to work in about 10 minutes. I might take a nap, might not. I don't know, but can't wait to get off. I'm off this weekend, so I'm happy as hell about that. Oh, last thing I wanted to tell you guys, I am going to make a Craigslist challenge to see how many people can get 10 ads to stay up on next week. All of next week. You need 10 ads to stay up. And how you're going to do that, you can use either one account or you can use multiple accounts. But what's going to happen is you are going to post 2 to 3 ads. 2 to be safe, 3 to max it out, and no more. I'm going to say every other day. Because if you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you got 5 days. You got a whole week. You can actually start off tomorrow, really, if you want to. Do 3 days. 2 to 3 ads. 1 day, skip a day. 2 to 3 ads, another day, skip a day. Test these ads out. Make sure that they stay up. Now, if they don't stay up and you do have another account, go ahead and do another one. And I'm gonna have something for y'all. I'm gonna have another gift for y'all. It won't be the same lead system or nothing like that. But I'm gonna try to see if I can come up with something for you guys, very special for actually listening and following the little tips that I give you guys on how to keep your Craigslist ads up. So go ahead and do that for me. Go ahead and like I said, you can start off once I upload this video. It starts, so you can say it start the week from now to next Friday. So see if you can have who has their 10 ads that stayed up for whatever it is that they're promoting. That way, just let me know, and I'll have something for y'all. Just for supporting me, and I just really appreciate it. Like, it's been so overwhelming. And I never thought that I would actually be in this position. This definitely was not something that I actually was trying to do. Definitely was not trying to be any kind of leader as far as like in the internet marketing or anything like that. But I fell in love with this, and I guess it worked out. So I guess God got me where I'm supposed to be as of right now. So just go ahead and do that for me, please. 10 Craigslist ads. I want y'all to succeed. So if you guys can get that up and get some leads for it, let me know on next Friday or by next Friday under this video that you have done so and you got 10 ads, and then email me, and then I'll see what I can get you all by next Friday. All right. On that note, I'm gonna leave you all, and then like I said, I'm gonna be back to work in a few minutes, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks guys so much for watching.